Oh my goodness. Okay, so in this video, you're going to learn all about the best food to eat when facing demons. Now, there is a total enemy CC. If you don't have enough, you and your partner don't have enough to beat that, then you can always eat the CC boost. But if you do, then the best thing to eat is any one of the puddings, as it gives you bonus gold. And as we all know, gold is one of the hardest things to come by in this game. So there's your tip at the beginning of the video with my baby crying here. And we won't worry about the strategy here because we're only playing hard. And the extreme strategy has been covered by plenty of other YouTubers. Now, what I do want to talk about today is knighthood and all of the things and facets that involve a knighthood. So at the end of this video, you should understand what a knighthood is, how to be a good member in your knighthood, and what kind of teams work based upon your roster for the knighthood boss. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this battle. We'll fast forward this for you, and then when we're all done here, we'll go ahead and get into the knighthood. All right, so you can see here, this is why you wanted to eat the gold. You get bonus gold, 12,000. So even if you bought the pudding at full price from a vendor, which you could buy it at 20% or 40% off, depending on how you play things, right? You're always going to make extra money. So, and if you cook it, it's going to be even way cheaper. So the egg pudding or milk pudding or just regular pudding, I don't know what there's 3 different puddings. Eat the pudding, get the gold. Okay, that's the main tip there. So now that we've got the tip of the video out, the beginning tip, right? Tip of the spear, depending. Let's go into knighthood. So we've been going over tavern tips, and right here there's a knighthood button, right? And it lights up orange when there's things to do, right? You click on knighthood, you can see your knighthood talking. Yeah, that's great. You get a little chat room, right? But then you have your information thing here, which, oops, I don't need that. This little question mark here at the top of the knighthood will load the outlines. Oh, this is the basic guide. I was hoping that this was, maybe we have to go into the knighthood first. So there's knighthood tasks, and the knighthood tasks are group tasks that just need to be completed by everybody in the guild. So once we clear enough death matches, then we'll be able to collect this one. And this is really good to make sure that you're helping your guild by doing these different things, right? Check into the knighthood 14 times. That means you really only need 14 active members, but every single member should be checking in every day. And checking in is great. You want to know why checking in is great? Let's go check in and find out. So first, let's go ahead and take what's there. And then let's go ahead and go back here to the knighthood. And yeah, so that's what it was. So we go to the knighthood and we go to Knighthood Headquarters. So when you jump to the Knighthood Headquarters, it's gonna take you here, and then there's all these different things on the left, just like every other screen, right? And the check-in is important because when you check in, boom, you just like pray to the stone, completed today's check-in, and then you get to claim, right? So when you claim, look at what you get. You get a diamond and a UR chest. Now, the UR chest is based upon the size of the knighthood. So if you don't have a full 30, you're only getting 2 SSR chests. And so this is another reason why it's important to have all 30 members and that everybody checks in. If you're struggling to maintain membership, at least you can still get your free diamonds with at least 20 members. So checking in is huge. That UR gold chest is amazing. then you also need to do your Knighthood Contributions. Now, what are contributions? Contributions are any excess demon horns. Yeah, and I really don't like how you have to, hit max and then donate it and then register all. At least there's a register all button. But if you wanted to, let's go ahead, let's be cancel, right? If we come back into the Knighthood Contributions, right? We hit max, we hit this one and register all. It's still gonna do my red horns before my gray horns. Now it's fine because I have more red horns, and this is what I want to do. Now, one more thing. If you want to be a whale, you can reset your contribution count and donate more. Now, look at my diamonds. I got 8. I'm not going to do that. I'm a free-to-play player. I'm only on global, so by all means, I'm sharing any information that I learn with you guys. I just want to help you guys game smarter. And so, do that if you are a light spender or a whale. I cannot do that, at least not right now. Maybe later on down the road if I feel like I've got a good diamond income from PvP and it's worth it. But I definitely feel like if you have some light spenders in your guild, the earlier you do that, the better, because the faster your guild will grow in the ranks. So we've covered, so another thing is this management tasks, that is exactly what you could look at the beginning, this knighthood tasks, the management tasks. So the management tasks you don't necessarily need to click onto, but you do need to do your knighthood contributions and your check-in every day. Now once a week there's a knighthood boss battle. Everyone must come together for this, and that's over here, the highest battle score. My highest score is 410, right? Now, how do we make sure that we get a good score? So when we click on this, there's an information thing here, right? Right here on the bottom right. Anytime that there's one of these little things, you should probably check them out, right? This tells you the basic info, phase 1, what kind of skills he has. I don't feel like, because he's only 80,000 combat class, I don't feel like he's that hard. But the important thing is to know how to score points, right? You get 10 points no matter what. Every time you move skills, you get 3 points. If you don't use skills, you get 5 points. If you combine skills, you get 3 points. And then the higher rank skill, you get more points. And then ultimate skills, you get more points. So there's all kinds of different things here, right? Now, plus there is bonus points down here if you use a demon, if you have 90,000 power or more, and if you use 2 rank skill 3, use rank 2 skills 3 times or more. Now, this is not my best Dimensional Rift team here. What I feel is the best Dimensional Rift team. It involves what's his name? Meliodas, because he's a demon. Now, if you have green Meliodas, you're going to do much better, I think, on score than if you do, and with, let's go ahead and set her on there, and here we can go ahead and use Deanne, right, just for the extra points, right? So here we go. I've got more than 90,000. I've got a demon on my team. Now, all I got to do is make sure I'm ranking up. Now, the reason I like to use Arthur and Liz here is because Arthur hands out buffs and you get more points for the number of buffs applied. And Liz starts out with ultimate gauge meter and passes ultimate gauge meter. So she will help you get those ultimate gauge points. So we're going to work on combining Liz's skills, using Liz's skills, and making sure that we're passing out all of those skills. Now, Jericho's just a damage dealer because you do get more points the faster you kill the boss, right? So it's all about getting the boss killed as fast as possible, and the way I want to do that is I want to try and line up all of my ultimates by making sure that Liz gets her ultimate first, right? So how do I do that? Well, right now I can use a Liz skill, I can move a Liz skill, and I can use a Liz skill. So that way I have full Liz meter. Then I just need to worry about getting everybody else up to par. Now, since Jericho does a debuff and she stacks her crit, I'm going to go ahead and use Jericho because I'm going to get more points that way. Now, by no means is this science and that I'm going to get the best score possible. This is just the best what I have available. and I'm not really worried about him doing his thing. So now it looks like I need to combine Jericho based upon what's been given to me, and then I need to go ahead and use this one. Now, who else can I use? I wish I would have gotten some more Arthur skills, but you know what? It's fine. We need to make sure that we use Arthur and Meliodas just to get them up to more. So we'll use Meliodas' stance just in case he gets attacked, because even though it's not green Meliodas. And then we'll use Arthur's basic attack, because we hope to get the blue move so we can give buffs to the whole team. Because if you can give buffs to the whole team, you get a lot more points than if you give buffs to just one player. So we've got Jericho's ultimate. And unfortunately, based upon what's going on here, unfortunately, we're going to have to just go ahead and we need to use this for extra points. We want to go ahead and cleanse here. We'll go ahead and get everybody's ultimate meter charged up again, and then we'll use her ultimate. So we're not going to quite line up the ultimates the way I wanted, but we're getting the recoveries, we're getting the boosts, and we're getting the ultimate skill damage points. I don't think this is going to be my best run, but we'll find out, won't we? Alright, so we'll go ahead and pass the ultimate gauge meter. It'd be nice to use Arthur one time so he can get his ultimate. Plus we're going to combine her skills here. We can then move, combine, get her up, and we'll just go ahead and use the big skill. So now, here we go, we're getting points for rank 3 skill being used, for the ultimates being used, and boom, we have 3 ultimates ready to go. That's going to be 60 points, and hopefully that's enough to kill, but I don't know, we'll find out, won't we? Alright. Boom, boom, boom. And then it's all about getting the extra points, so moving the skills and ranking them up is better than just using level 1s. If you can avoid using level 1s, awesome. But with 4 characters, it makes it harder because of the limited set of combines. So it's a lot about RNG. So this wasn't my best score, nor is it my second best score. So the best scores you're going to get is when you're able to see. I wasn't able to use rank 2 skills enough times, so that was a huge shutdown in my points. So unfortunately, it just wasn't quite enough. So by all means, don't get discouraged. There's RNG when it comes to your cards lining up. But the higher score you get there, the more contribution you have to your guild. I've got 410 as my best, and I'm ranked 3 in the guild, tied with Snake Bob. There's a lot of us that are really close. So your points here, the 732, it's your highest battle score plus your weekly contribution. So if you're doing 50 a day, right? Knighthood Contributions, right? If you're doing all 50 a day, then you'll be good, right? So 50 a day times 7 days is 350 a week. So 350 plus your highest score, that should equal your total score, which is going to be somewhere around, if you're getting 400 points, another 350, 750 points. And I think the reason my points don't add up properly is because when I first started, I didn't have enough horns to donate, so I didn't donate, a full 50 the first day of the week or something. So anyways, that has been the Knighthood. Now, is there any questions about Knighthood? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm going to go ahead and do this demon. Game smarter, guys. Oh, can't play. That's fine. That's fair.